Hello, my friends. John Lee Dumas here, and here is your weekly webinar schedule. This is day 6, module 6, and this one's more important than most people give credit to. Again, I ran a Podcaster's Paradise webinar every single week at the same date, in the same day, in the same time, every single week for 9 years. I mean, of course, when I went on vacations, I missed a week or two here or there, but probably like 45 to 50 weeks per year, I was running this live webinar because it was just insanely profitable. And it was because I kept it the same day and the same time. It just got into people's rhythm. They just knew that, like, hey, I know the webinar is going on at this place and time. If it doesn't work for me this week, I'm going to make it work for me next week. Okay. So we'll get into some of the more specifics here. But here we go. Why schedule beats strategy? The fastest way to kill momentum is indecision. The fastest way to build momentum is a date on the calendar. It's on the calendar. It's real. I always like to say, if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't exist. It's not real. I'm sorry. And my team knows that. So they know if it's not on my calendar that I'm not showing up for anything. Same day. Pick one day of the week, not most weeks, not when I have time. One day every week, make that commitment. So again, the same time is key too. You want that to be the exact same time every single week, because if you pick one time, you're not rotating, you're not flexible. Consistency, you're being consistent, and consistency builds habits for you and for your audience. Again, your audience might not be able to make the first one or the second one, but guess what? They can make the third one that third week of the month. And also, by the way, they may not buy on the first one or join on the second one or third, but they might go back to the fourth or the fifth, and then that makes them feel, okay, this is good. And then they don't have to schedule and reapply every single time. It's just like they know that's going to happen. I mean, I had people in Podcasters Paradise that had gone to 5, 10, sometimes 20 webinars before they ended up joining, because I made them valuable. They were learning on each one. I was doing open Q&A at the end, and they were asking questions, and they were getting some free coaching. But hey, that's what I was offering, so they were taking advantage of it. And so you need to build up that kind of consistency with your audience. So we're talking every week. Rhythm. Weekly creates rhythm. Improvement. Weekly creates improvement. You've got to put in the reps, my friends. There's a reason why I became a really good interviewer. I've done over 5,126 episodes as of today. That's why I'm a really good interviewer. Not because I was born this way. I was really bad when I started, but I did it every single day for 14 plus years from back in 2012. Now, trust. Let's talk about trust. Weekly creates trust. You're going to show up. And that's, by the way, why live is so valuable, because people trust the fact that this is in the moment, the best advice, the best knowledge, the best value that you can give. This isn't a webinar that was created a month ago, 6 months ago, in some cases 2 years ago. And people are like, man, this feels dated. I don't know if it's super relevant because I know it's a recorded webinar. That's why live is the key. And predictability. Weekly creates predictability, and you want predictability. Believe me, your audience wants predictability. And inconsistency, what is that? That creates doubt. And the last thing you want is to create doubt in your viewers, in your listeners, in your customers, clients, prospects, whatever that might be. So this is not about convenience. Choose a time that you can protect. Not perfect, not ideal. Protected beats perfect. Protect that time. Nothing comes in place of that time, and you commit to that time. Repetition creates leverage. Let's talk about that leverage. Every week you run it, you get sharper. Your webinar converts better because you're getting better. Of course, you're tweaking it all the time. And your confidence increases because you're just getting better and more knowledgeable with the content itself. Again, the Q&A that I had was intentional for every one of those thousands of webinars I ran for Podcasters Paradise, because the questions that were asked, I then put back into the webinar to answer those questions during the actual webinar, which made a lot of people buy more because I answered all their questions before the pitch, before the offer at the end. And that compounds fast. We're talking really fast. So public beats private. A schedule in your head is optional. A schedule that you share is real. Visibility creates accountability. It's always been that case. So announce it. Let the world know this is the time that I'm creating amazing value for my audience every single week. This is what I'm doing, come rain or come shine. Of course, there can be exceptions when you go on vacation or you're not feeling well and you maybe have an illness or you maybe have a child. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why you can skip a week, but there will be a good reason. And then that good reason will be understood by your audience because you have absolutely been delivering to them consistently. So your assignment, decide and write down the day of the week, the time zone, no negotiating with yourself. This is what you need to make happen if you're going to win on a repeatable, consistent basis. Okay, so let's make it public. Post it somewhere visible on your website, your calendar, your email signature, your social bio. This turns intention into commitment. I want your intention to become commitment. Put it out there. There's no going back now. If you want to win at a high level, this is how you win. So your day 6 outcome. By the end of today, you should have 1 weekly webinar day, 1 weekly webinar time, and 1 public commitment. Tomorrow, we build the registration flow that supports this in this entire rhythm and this entire flow. So this is where you're starting now. Just commit to this and make it happen. Power your weekly webinar engine. How do you do that? Well, everything you need is one platform, zero duct tape. The weekly webinar engine, it runs best when everything's in one place. We're talking funnels and landing pages, webinar registrations, email and SMS follow-up, calendars, bookings, payments, checkout, automations that sell while you sleep. That platform is HighLevel. I'm the global ambassador for HighLevel. You know that I love them. I know that I love them. Become my affiliate and get my bonus stack below. That's why you get this course for free, because I want you to join HighLevel and become my affiliate and get this bonus stack. So just go to highlevelfire.com. And when you sign up using my link, you get more time and more support than anywhere else. You get a 30-day free trial. Usually it's only 14 days, a 15-minute strategy call with me. And again, we're going to really do some damage during that, in a good way, good damage during those 15 minutes. And this won't be available for obviously ever. Funnel templates, webinar registration, follow-up automations, conversion tested email sequences, weekly live office hours. You can jump on a weekly live office hour with me and ask me questions as you go, and I can help you with that. This is the exact stack that I use to power the weekly webinar engine. You build it once, you run it weekly, you compound results. And listen, all these things I'm talking about here in the bonus stack, it's going to be a one-click conversion. It's an export. So you have the blueprint to just get up and go. We're not looking for you to recreate the wheel. We're looking for you to win. And of course, as always, crush it, and we'll catch you on the flip side.